Hello and welcome to Remote Learning for Tuesday, 9:08. I hope you had a great weekend. Welcome back to school. So today we'll be doing practice for our West and Central Africa maps. So we're going to be learning more about where certain countries are inside West and Central Africa and really trying to see if we can memorize as much as possible and learn as much as possible, because Friday we will have our first map quiz. So homework for today, if you didn't finish the History of West Africa 1, it is due today at 3:30. So make sure that you get it done so that you don't have any missing assignments for this week. After that, we have the West and Central Africa map practice, our main activity for the day. So that will be due Thursday, but you should have plenty of time to finish it today. So before we get started on today's activity, I want to spend a little bit of time talking about the African Mass Project. So it is worth 100 points, so it is a big deal and worth a lot. So we need to make sure that we get it done and do it correctly. So it is 100 points, 60 for the physical mask, and then 40 for the written portion of the mask. So masks can be made out of anything. It could just be made out of some scrap cardboard, things you find around the house. So some people have done things with paper mache or like milk containers, things like that. Anything you can find around the house you can use, or you can go to a craft store or a party supply store and buy an all white blank mask and use that. You can find them for anywhere from $4 to $6. I went to Hobby Lobby and I found one for $4 that was already ready to be painted on, so you didn't have to do any extra work to it. So you need to paint it, and then you can add certain things like beads or feathers or whatever you want. So every mask serves some sort of ceremonial purpose. So your mask needs to have a purpose too. So one of the things that masks are used a lot for is uh, hunting, so special hunting masks or fertility masks or masks used before going into war. So you need to come up with a backstory for your mask and a purpose for your mask, which we will describe in the written portion. So in the written portion, you need 3 paragraphs of 6 to 8 sentences each. So paragraph 1 will be about the history of African masks. So you need to talk about what parts of Africa use masks. So you need to find an example of how masks were used or places where they use them in parts of Africa. And then I want to know what were most African masks made of. So I need you to do some research on your own, come up with that, and then we will type it out and make sure that everything looks all pretty. Paragraph 2 will be about uses of the mask. So how were masks used and why did people use masks? So again, we'll need to do some more independent research for this. And then paragraph 3 is all about your mask. So what is the purpose or the ceremonial purpose of the mask that you made? And then I want you to describe your mask and tell me why you used certain colors, or if you added things like beads or straw for hair or feathers or anything. I want to know why you did that and what it's supposed to represent. So if I did a harvest mask and it was supposed to bring good rain for crops and good soil, I might use blue paints, or I might use, parts of like straw or beads to represent the harvest and crops and rain coming for the crops. So I would describe my mask that way and explain why I used what I did and then the purpose of my mask. So moving on now to today's activity, which is the West and Central Africa map practice. So if you go to Canvas and find the assignment called West and Central Africa map practice, you will see 2 links. So this link will take you to a practice quiz of sorts where it'll tell you a country, and then you need to click on that country on the screen. And if you get it right, it will clearly label and color in the country, and you need to do that for every single country There's one for West Africa and one for Central Africa. So what we're going to do is do both, and you will have to get 100% accuracy. So you have multiple attempts. You can keep on refreshing the page and retrying it. So what I need you to do is keep practicing until you get 100% accuracy and take a screenshot. When you mess up, if you accidentally click on the wrong country, it will tell you the actual name of the country you clicked on. So let's say I was supposed to find Ghana and I accidentally clicked on Liberia. It would say that the country I clicked on was Liberia, so that later on I can go back and get it correct. And then once you get it wrong, let's say I got one wrong and I got like an 88% accuracy, I can refresh the page, retry it, and get 100%. So you need to take a screenshot or a picture, and then you will submit it to Canvas to get the 10 points for the assignment. So with any extra time, when we finish today's assignment, there are 3 things that you can do. So for the remainder of class, you need to, one, make sure that you completed all past assignments. So if you didn't finish the history assignment, today would be the day to make sure that you get it done because it is due at 3:30. If you did finish the history assignment and you have all other assignments done, what you should do is either 1, study for Friday's map quiz, or 2, work on your math assignment written component. So those are the 3 things that you should do with your extra time. 1, complete past assignments. 2, study for the map quiz. And 3, work on your math assignment written component. Okay, that is all for today. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see if we can clear things up. Thursday, we will have a review day that will be entirely dedicated to prepping for the quiz, and then Friday we will have a little bit of time for you to study before you actually take the quiz. So the quiz is going to be somewhat similar to what we did for the last quiz. It'll be on Canvas and be lots of multiple choice and matching like the last one was. So if you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.